Welcome everybody, it's ECW. I'm Crazy Cross Divine, your host, your commentator. And let's get down to the show. TV title always gets defended. And Sabu's walking out first. He should have came out second. The game doesn't know how to run things. Yeah, I'm speaking to you, Triple H. And if you missed how Sabu won his title, after this episode, go back and watch the last episode. I describe it for you, but it's been a week and I've already forgotten. His challenger, John Cronus. Let's see if Cronus has what it takes. And Sabu gets hit with a wheelbarrow suplex. Cronus shaken to the air on the top. And he misses. Sabu's lucky. But Sabu's getting caught. No! The full Nelson he's breaking out of. Going around. Slap to the head. Sabu goes. Tornado DDT. Catches Cronus. And goes straight for the cover. 1, 2, 3. And Sabu retains. Holy crap. Cronus could have won with that suplex, but he missed the chop off the top rope, so Sabu capitalized. I mean, hell, Sabu, you're making my job easier. Not having to remember a whole bunch of crap. We got the Dudleys. All the way from Dudleyville. Making their way to the ring. It's a tag match. I pray for a quick one. Steiner Brothers! Yes! Because the game doesn't want to use any other tag teams that I have created. Bell rings. And a shoulder tackle. Can I speak? Stomp to the back. Scott needs to win the match while Rick slams Bubba in the mat. 1, 2. I swear. It could have been 3. Bubba rolls away. Rick with the clubbing forearm shot to the back of the neck. And he's sending him to Scott. But Bubba fights off of both of them. Gives Rick an elbow. And no, the elbow is caught. And now the tag's made. Slammed it. Oh my God. What are we about to see here? DDT from that height. Oh my God, he dropped him on the goddamn neck. Bubba crawls, he gets the tag. Devon's in. Lifting Scott up. Power slam, using all of his strength to power him down. 1, 2. No. Come on, Scott, you could have made my job easier. Devon lifting him up. Sending him at no. Scott's able to give him an elbow and rolls him up. 2, 3. No, it's only 2. I can't see because the ref was out of view. And a big shoulder tackle. Sending Devon down. But Devon throws him into rope, but they collide. STO takes Scott down, but he's back to his feet. And now Devon gets an elbow fed to him. Scott goes around and eats an elbow from Devon. Devon neck collides onto the knee of Devon. Scott's able to make it to Rick. Devon makes it to Bubba. And Rick felt something. It might have been gas. But now Bubba with the headlock punch. Bubba. Jumping shoulder tackle. Taking Rick down and Bubba lifts him back up. Rick's in the corner. The tag's made. Whoa! What is it gonna be? Wazza! Ah! And Devon sending Rick back into the corner, but he eats an elbow. Rick got Devon, but Devon's fighting out. Shoves an elbow in Rick's face. Kick to the stomach, lifting him up. Dropping him with a powerbomb. Rick using the ropes to get back to his feet. Bubba says it's time, and he falls over because Rick pulled the rope down. Tagging in Scott. Rick's able to take a breather while Scott goes to the outside and wrestles with Bubba. Clothesline, taking Bubba down. And Bubba gets flung back into the ring. Scott gets grabbed. No, he flips Bubba over. The stomp to the neck or the face. 1, 2. Only 2, but it can always end. And Scott, sleeper! Oh my God, he's trying to put Bubba to sleep, but he couldn't get the arm around his thick-ass neck. Bubba fights out. Scott getting Bubba, no, Bubba flips him. Picking up Scott by the hair. Sending him into the corner, and Devon with a punch. Bubba feeling something. Charges, and he gets a boot to the face. Scott, belly-to-belly suplex. That's it. It's all over for Bubba. Scott tags in Rick. And Bubba pushes Rick off. Sending Rick. And Rick answers with an elbow. Bubba not where he wants to be. And Rick's able to get the tag. Lifting Bubba up. And Scott jumping Bulldog. Bubba is done. And Devon with the save. But will it be enough? The reverse, sending Scott over the rope. Grabbing Scott. DDT, dropping him on the hardest part of the ring. But Rick's right there. And he takes Bubba up, and he drops him. Using his strength, and now it looks like Scott's feeling something. And Bubba sends Scott into the barricade. Bubba lifting up Rick, power bombs him. Now Bubba slamming Scott Steiner's head into the floor. Lifting Scott up, turns him around. Bubba, bomb! Full Nelson, dropping Scott on his ass. That's a 10. Dudley's win. Ooh, we got Big Stevie Cool, Steven Richards.
Making his way to the ring from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, weighing in at 230 pounds, Steve E. Richards.
And he's representing the Blue World Order. Is anyone else a big fan of Steven Richards? Drop it in the comment. Leave a like on the video if you are. I was a fan of his before he even started the YouTube thing. When I saw that he was doing it, I'm like, oh my god, that's amazing. We got Rocco Rock! Representing Public Enemy. I think I followed Stevie's career. I hope he makes me proud in this match. The match starts. They walk up. Stevie with the kick. Forearm combination, then the headbutt. Going straight for the cover. 1, 2. No! We thought it could be that easy, but it wasn't. Stevie gets kicked in the head. Misses a punch and gets kicked in the side. Lifting Stevie up on his shoulders. Rocco drops him snake eyes style into the corner. 1, 2. Don't disappoint me. And Rocco stepping on Stevie's back. And a kick to the face. Twisting the arm, hammerlock. Grabbing the other one. Twisting that wrist back. You know it hurts. And then he drops the knees into the back. Rocco flying, and there's nobody there. But Stevie catches him with an elbow drop into the side of the neck. The kick's caught. Rocco shoves an elbow into Stevie's leg. That's not what Stevie wants. And now he's dragged. Now his arm's being ripped apart on that top rope. The kick stopped. Stevie going from one side, charging, and gets caught with a big 2 feet in the face. Stevie getting his hair pulled and European uppercut. Stevie back to his feet somehow after that European uppercut. And he misses the grab. And, oh God, he gets his legs kicked right out from under him. Rocco's feeling something. Twisting Stevie around. Stevie goes for the leg. Dragon screw. Whipping him down. Stevie going up to the top. Flying splash. Lands on Rocco. And now Stevie wants Rocco a bit up. Big punch into the face. Lifting Rocco up and backbreaker. 1, 2, 3. The backbreaker. The most devastating goddamn move in all of sports entertainment. Because Sting beat somebody with the backbreaker. Stevie just beat somebody with the backbreaker. But yes, Stevie Richards is your winner. Got Mikey Whipwreck.
Making his way to the ring from Buffalo, New York, weighing in at 187 pounds, Mackie Witch West.
How can you mess up the name that bad, announcers? God. Mikey looking ready. His opponent is the American Dream, Dusty Rhodes.
And his opponent from Austin, Texas, weighing in at 289 pounds, the American Dream, Dusty Rhodes.
And the handshake to start the match. Collar and elbow lockup. Mikey goes around and gets an elbow to the face. Dusty gets an elbow to his face too. And Mikey, DDT, dropping Dusty down. And the leg drop from the springboard completely misses. Probably giving Dusty all the momentum back because Mikey had some combination of punches. 1 atomic drop. 2 atomic drop, and the 3rd atomic drop that he's known for. And Mikey's able, wheel kick out of nowhere. Dusty with a kick to the stomach. Mikey gets sent into the corner. And Dusty using that big ass thump and flipping Mikey right on over. And the clothesline was missed. Mikey was able to tuck under it. Grabbing Dusty and shoves a forearm into his face. Goes for the cover. 1. Only the 1. Dusty's going to take a lot more damage before you put him down like that. And an elbow to the arm. Dusty sending him over the rope. If this was an older school, that would be an illegal move. But the club to the back of the neck and the punch. Dropping Mikey. Dusty up, and he misses the forearm shot. You know he fucked up right there. And Mikey, he keeps messing every goddamn move up off those ropes. But he's able to get around the Dusty. Grabbing him. Nope, Dusty kicks him in the stomach. Mikey kicks him in the stomach. And Mikey running Bulldog. Dropping Dusty Rhodes. on his face. 1, 2. No, it's not enough. And Dusty gets right up like it didn't faze him. A punch. And now the knife and chop across the chest. And it'll leave a welt. 1, 2. Mikey able to get his arm up at the 2. Dusty shoving some fist into the side of Mikey's head. And Dusty now jumps on the elbow. Trying to dislodge that shoulder. That way Mikey can't hit the stunner. Oh God. Cross the rope. Throat first. And now Dusty just stepped on his face. Ripping it to shreds. And it looks like Mikey was busted open. The elbow drop from the top. And Mikey's able to withstand the punishment long enough. And he messes up the goddamn leg drop again from the ropes. When will he learn? Dusty fights out of Mikey's grip. Mikey, forearm shot to Dusty. Mikey goes around, grabs him, reverse DDT, and it looks like it took it somehow of Mikey too. And Mikey gets caught in the back. Dusty has him up and drops him again. Throat first on the steel cable. Dragging Mikey to the center. Lifting that elbow and driving it down into his chest. It looks to be over. 1, 2, 3. It is Dusty Rhodes victorious.
Here is your winner, the American Dream, Dusty Rhodes.
Dusty doing the boogie.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall and is for the ECW World Heavyweight Championship.
Now, Simon Diamond was talking in back after British Bulldog won the title, and he said, I have beaten the British Bulldog several times. And he gets put in a title match, wins. There's no way I'm not challenging for his title. Bulldog accepted. And that's how we have this match. There's our ECW champion with the Hart Foundation. He does look good with it around his waist. Let's see if he can retain it in his first title defense here on ECW. Is the British Bulldog the face of ECW?
Introducing the challenger from Indiana, weighing in at 205
This is why they're there. Bell rings. Collar and elbow lock up. And Simon with the hip toss. Bulldog slipping the leg. Turning Simon over. And again. Dragon whip. Dragon screw. Whipping the leg. Stomping the arm. And the jawbreaker. Catching Simon Diamond. And now the Russian leg sweep. To drop Simon. But Simon answers back with a kick to the face. Lifting Bulldog up. But the Bulldog able to get out of the suplex position. And an elbow to Simon. Simon goes off the ropes. Duck down. Big power slam. Taking the air out of Simon. Simon has no choice but to roll to the ropes to help himself get up. And then DDT. Simon goes around behind him. British Bulldog, no, Simon goes, roll up, isn't it, 1. And Simon, oh my God, hit the lariat from the back of the neck in the Bulldog, didn't think he could. And now Bulldog goes around, and back suplex on Simon. Dropping the elbow into the back. And Simon able to give him an elbow. Combination of punches and kick. DDT, no! He's flipped over. Simon back to his feet. And the hip toss again. Taking his foot and planting it into the forehead of Bulldog. And British Bulldog with the dragon screw. Whipping him and then taking the arm. Smacking it against the canvas. And Simon sending Bulldog. The clothesline looked like it was missed. Up and over. Simonizer. 1, 2. No! Simon thought he had him beat. I did too. Simon Diamond going up. Waiting. And flying. Double drop kick. Taking Bulldog down. And Bulldog blocks him. Jawbreaker by Simon Diamond. Grabbing Bulldog. Up. No. Bulldog flips him over. Lifting Simon up. And taking out the leg. No. Simon's able to push him off. The clothesline taking Bulldog down. A stop to the wrist. And now Simon Diamond with the Fujiwara. Trying to break Bulldog's arm. Bulldog rolls out. Shoves a knee into Simon's face. Top of the head. That's what I meant. And Bulldog has him on top of his shoulder and drops him face first into the top turnbuckle. But Simon's able to fight out of the corner. The elbow. Taking Bulldog down. Simon on the top. Scary predicament, but he hits the clothesline from the top rope. 1, 2, 3. Simon Diamond is your ECW champion. And he just proved everyone that he was right the whole time. And now he's the measuring stick for the rest of ECW. Like, subscribe, leave a comment. Let me know which match was your favorite. Enjoy the rest of your day. Cross out.